Hello, Ian. Can you hear me? Hello, hi. Okay, can I? Wow. Is Twitch is stuff working for you right now? It's very wonky. I don't know if it's like the AWS stuff or whatever. It could all be in my head. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Could you imagine a whole bear? Not gonna lie, everyone is complaining about the AWS outage, but it has not affected me at all. Sweet. It didn't affect any. I didn't notice it until I tried to gigantify a Cheez-It for you just now. And it felt like karma for a second. But then I recalled. Yeah, it won't let me do any of this stuff. Yeah, I can't do any of the power-up thingies. Beb, hello. Trist, hello. How's it going, Trist? How you feeling? How you schmealing? Won't let me either? Has not affected you at all. It's weird that, like, if that's what it is, it's weird to me that it would be just like little tiny things like that. But also, I kind of don't know nothing. To be fair, I haven't tried to use power-ups today, so I didn't know. Yeah, same. Figured it out just now because they foiled my gimmick. Okay, is music at a good setting? It's blowing my eardrums out. The streaks are working. Ian, I don't want to give you this power, but you're the first ever streaker. How'd you know that, you punk? I guess because it happened on Friday. Did it unlock for everybody Friday? Was that the day? I'm okay getting sicky, but drawing in a small sketchbook to get used to the idea of it. Hi, Caitlin. How's everybody doing? How are we out here? Music is good on this end. Caitlin, I have terrible news. It won't let me gigantify anything to give you your victory glizzy. So here's a miniature one. I couldn't give Ian a Cheez-It. Can't give Caitlin a hot dog. Just take care of yourself. Dang, that's okay. I prefer pigs in a blanket. I wanted to call you a heathen for that, but actually I get that. I don't even really remember why there's a hot dog emote. I just realized. I prefer goldfish. Well, Naggin helped you out with that one. Also, thank you for the streak, Ian. You heathen. I don't know which one I want to work on today. I think I need to redraw like all of the berry clothes. Except I felt like I might like the king's design. So I'm gonna start here. I don't think you were in Mocha Chat the other day, but my lunch rivaled your meals. Caitlin, was it potatoes? Did you have a potato lunch? Had goldfish and several handfuls of shredded cheese from the fridge. Dude, I cannot be sick for Wednesday. I'm freaking out a little. Well, tip number 1. Don't freak out. It's not the end of the world. But do take care of yourself. You need to reschedule. You need to reschedule. Then don't get sick. Actually, Ian's got you covered. Ian with the real advice. I just realized I haven't drawn anything since I drew the Cheez-It. So it's been a few days. I'm here all year. You'll love to hear it. Do. Okay, that's gigantinormous. Is it this size? Nope. It's this size. Yeah. Size? Listen. It's what we've come to expect from Ian. When you told me you had terrible news, my mind went straight to the ring box. Oh, no. Actually, it's going really well. Everything's going good with it. I'm annoyed that I don't know what kind of wood that is because it engraved better than anything I've ever used. It's like the perfect engraving wood, and I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue how to get more of it. How often does your initial sketch actually perfectly line up with your final drawing? It depends on like the style I'm going for. If I'm going for like a polished style, probably never. But the other style I like to do, I just keep the sketch in it and just like layer up on top of the sketch so it stays the same. Like, I don't know if you remember that like dirtbaggy bear I did. Where the heck? Like this. When I do this style, this includes my original sketch in it. Then I went back and did him in the style that I've normally been doing. And it's close to the sketch, but some pretty like stark differences. I don't know how noticeable it is. I need to remove the really don't click thing from this folder now that I'm using it all the time. It don't make any sense anymore. Okay. Did I switch layers? I did not. Good catch, Bab. Thank you, Bab. Just gonna start filling in some colors so that this doesn't look like a big confusing jumble. Oops. Let's make his shirt this color. Oh, I should have done I can do it now. I want it to reflect. Okay. Then from this layer, I can just grab the fluff color. How's everyone's weekend? Yes, how's everybody's weekend? I didn't do much this weekend. I pretty much just painted and worked on a ring box. I think if I go with this like all over buried design, it would be cool for his little cuff here to just extend to the edge of the berry. I was supposed to go to a Halloween party on Saturday, but drove halfway there and said, never mind that. You're so real for that. Whoops. I thought I did this on a different layer. I meant to. I feel like Halloween parties seem like they would be some of the better parties. It's still like I could be home. You know? Home's pretty good. Home's pretty cool. Got some cute pics of me and Liam and Winnie in costume though. Nice. At least you got some use out of the costume for today. Nice little memory. Little keepsake. V Busy had a bunch of family over and went and knit on a boat and saw a rocket launch. Also make up pork roast yesterday for pulled pork. That's so delicious. Pulled pork might be one of my favorite things. I use pulled pork in like everything. To be fair, it was all my husband's old co-workers. He had a terrible day, so said he wasn't going. I said I'd still go. But then halfway there, I was just like, why? Yeah. So understandable. Let's turn off reference. Can eat an ungodly amount of pulled pork, same. Also, Ian, I have questions about the knit on a boat thing, but I don't know exactly what my questions are. Is that like a frequent thing? Do you do that often, or was it like on a whim? How did that unfold? I think I like this color better for his crown. Yeah. Did a sneeze. Did a sneeze. So it's a casino boat. Bless you, thank you. I've never in my life heard of a casino boat. Bless you, thank you. My dad is like a professional craps player, and he gets free rides on the boat with a guest. So I'll join him a lot and spend like $20 on slots, and then go up to the top and knit or crochet while sightseeing. That sounds like actually wonderful. Like, get your fill of like the exciting part of it, and then just have a relaxing little boat trip. Seen a lot of turtles and dolphins while out there. And some seaweed salad. Sorry I wasn't able to grab any for y'all. It's okay. I'm not bougie. I can have like generic. I don't have to have raw organic stuff. I'm a simple bear. Okay, so I need to figure out what his hand's gonna be holding. I don't think. Hang on. Do I have? Okay, that's my sketch layer. I feel like this might not be the right line work. It seems off to me. But I think I've already... Okay, I'm just gonna grab this. Just double check that this is correct. Yeah, it's the same shape. Do. Okay. And I wanted to check. So Jack has a single berry. Queen is gonna have like a little sprig of berries on the vine. I think I want him to... just maybe be holding like a bowl. A bowl of berries, BRB. No worries. There's like an overflowing bowl of berries. These kind of look like chicken nuggets, but... And then maybe... like one or two falling out of the bowl. It's so overfilled. He's so extravagant and so like... easily given berries. I don't know the word I'm looking for. He has such access to berries that he can waste them. Hello, bear. Hello, Higgy. I don't know if that's the accent you wrote that in, but... How's it going? Welcome in, how you doing? We were working on the King of Berries today. Trying to figure out his clothing and what he's holding. I feel like bowl could be a little bigger. Do 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 do. And now the music is too quiet for me. I guess it was just that song. Oh, it's going. 6 minutes left to work, and gotta pick up the boy from daycare. But work's always easy. I'm working on a fun new music project. Nice. What? Are you willing to tell anything about the music project? Or is it top secret? Obviously gonna need to draw in the actual berries later. But I think I'm happy with him holding a bowl of them. Alright, so let's draw. Let's draw the actual. Just working on combining different elements of genres that don't typically blend together and create my own unique sound. Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold already. Take my money. I love genre blending. In music, I don't make music, but I love listening to it. Working on a demo of it, so that's been a challenge, but fun. It does sound like how do you know where to even start? But it could be a lot of fun. Can I go back to vacation? Again, if I were your boss, I would say yes right now. Welcome in. I was going to ask how's it going, but I think you have answered. Okay. Working on the line work. I'm on the right layer. Sounds like a crazy day at work, potentially. I was trying to do a knowledge transfer meeting and coughing every 2 seconds. Did your family get you sick? Did you get kiddo sickness? Or travel sickness? Yes, as usual. I hate that for you. It tracks, but I hate that for you. I want to make sure this is a pretty solid curve. Pretty good curve. Yeah, because it's whoops, did I didn't undo anything. We're good. Yes, because it's kind of like a puzzle, trying to figure out which elements from which genre to put where and make them all sound uniquely cohesive, while also keeping melodies and chords still musically sounding right. So cool. Are you sampling stuff or writing? I don't remember if we've talked about what you actually do musically. And back with lunch, aka the pulled pork, I'll be eating all week. Ian, did you meal prep? Is that what happened? Dinner time isn't for 8 more hours. Ian, my stomach hates that. But also I feel like I go to sleep 8 hours before you do, so Sir, your bedtime is 8 p.m. I did not come out here to be called sir. How's it going, Fun Dragon? Thank you for the lurk. What time is breakfast? Probably like 1:30 p.m. for Ian. Breakfast is 7 a.m. I agree. Yeah, I almost said, I bet Ian doesn't even eat breakfast. Writing, I'm self-taught making electronic dance music. Nice. But I write my own chords and melodies and do everything. I use drum samples and then create my own patterns with them. I'd like to eventually work with a vocalist and do some songwriting. It's so cool. You don't eat until 4:30. How? Ian is an enigma. Ian is like fueled throughout the day by his own chaos and sass. And he just like supplements with food here and there. I mean, breakfast for me is sometimes just a hot chocolate, but I still have something, yeah. Every now and then I'll have a breakfast that's literally just like a cup of tea, but I don't feel right about it. It doesn't make me proud. Snack until around 4:30 when I eat lunch, and then snack around like 7 to 8, and then eat dinner anywhere between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. It's wild. That's if I even eat at all. Some days I don't eat. Lord, Ian. See, I front load my day with food and then try not to eat much into the evening. Yeah, I have like typically I'll have like a full meal early morning and then like mid-afternoon and then a couple of snacks here and there. Ian said food is for the weak. Food and sleep, I run off chaos. Usually eat lunch at like 11:30 or 12. See, that's very reasonable of you. My biggest mean... I wanted to make a joke about the meanest thing that you do, but I can't think of anything like genuinely mean that you do. Probably, honestly, if I'm being so honest, the meanest thing you do to me is your Cheez-It hatred. It hurts my soul. My biggest meal is usually dinner. I also tend to eat less than 30 minutes before sleeping, so that's probably why I'm good in the morning. See, if I eat within like 2 hours of going to sleep, it wrecks my sleep. That's why my stomach hates your wild ways, Ian. It doesn't understand the roller coaster. I sleep awfully if I don't eat before it. It's so interesting how differently our bodies function, just like across all of us. Naggin, I can't gigantify the Cheez-It. I was trying to throw this in Ian's face, but Twitch said no, sir. I need warmth and food to fuel my chaotic fires through the night. The nighttime arsonist. I 100% understand the warmth part of that though. My like ideal sleeping situation is cool enough that I can layer up with blankies, which feels like nonsensical to me. You know, you're not supposed to share my secrets. Mods, delete what I just said. My FBI agent might hear you. FBI agent, if you're listening, Ian is a delight. Like 5 stars on Yelp. Definitely never bullies me. Just like total upstanding citizen. Do 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 do. I don't really like drawing the leafies on these berries. This is definitely something I'm gonna revisit later, but just to get it done. Might want it without the leafies. Let's see. Goldfish versus Cheez-Its. Who winning? We have very, very different opinions on that here in this chat. Goldfish would win, but like only because they have the advantage of water. Wait, did they take the smiles off the goldfish? Are you breaking this news to me, Higgy? The goldfish I have smiles. It's because you make us all smile, Ian. I hated that. Don't know what I could put in here. Whenever I hear FBI, I think of the Criminal Minds scene where some guy was trying to say he was one to two of the women on the team. Here, oh, I don't know why, but that sentence just borked my brain. Where some guy was trying to say he was one to two of the women on the team, and they shut him down. It was just some like random dude. Or was he like a baddie? That was a confusing sentence. Okay, that makes me feel better. Goldfish I have, Pepperidge Farm, real goldfish, not those whales. Thank you for the clip, Ian, I reckon. And they don't have smiles and look nefarious. Hold on. I must Google. Oh, he was in a bar trying to hit on him. I see. Okay, I'm seeing conflicting evidence. I would investigate, but I don't want to buy goldfish. Only 40% of the goldfish in any bag have smiles? That's their, like, that is their whole thing is that it smiles back. They gotta change their slogan. They didn't all always have them. I thought they always did. No smiles in this economy. like that Ian just looks like he's spiraling right now. Snack that smiles back 40% of the time. Exactly. Is this from Avatar: The Last Airbender? I was just wondering what it was from. I don't know how to say the name of it, but it was called Agni Kai. That is from Avatar. Also, this is a incredibly specific thing, but every time someone types ATLA, I think there's somehow like I have like a half second of thinking that they're trying to say Atlanta some way or another. We got some for our son to try, and I went to show him the goldfish smiling and said it's the snack that smiles back, but it wasn't smiling. Look at the moment that company stole from you. It just got its picture at the DMV. We need to be their new marketing team. ATL is Atlanta, Beb? Oh, is it? Well, sir, you didn't seem to know. Do. How dare you, Ian? Also, I googled goldfish don't smile, and I don't love the image results. I was looking at all the direct flights from my airport, and ATL is one. Have you ever been to Atlanta? There are like 3 things worth seeing there. Actually, there's honestly a lot worth seeing there, but it's like 50% stuff to recommend, 50% stuff to avoid. It's very like grab bag of a city. I need to go back to the Atlanta Aquarium. I haven't been since I was a kid and couldn't fully appreciate it. Okay, I don't think the Atlanta Aquarium is all that great. I liked is the Tennessee Aquarium still a thing? Because I liked that one much more. Never been not to that deep south. Do. Dang. I'll go to both. I mean, it's not like, I wouldn't say like avoid the Atlanta Aquarium. It just wasn't the same to me. But also I haven't been to the Tennessee one since I was a kid, so maybe it was like just the excitement, like child wonder. The same as what? Like the Atlanta wasn't the same as the Tennessee to me. They aren't on the same tier. Baltimore Aquarium is great. I haven't heard of that one. Just Googling aquariums all stream. Oh, that one looks fancy. Okay, this does look really cool. They got a skeleton on the ceiling. It's the National Aquarium. I didn't know that we had a National Aquarium. Or is that just like the name of it? Baltimore's National Aquarium. Can you just like name whatever you want to a national blank? I'll be in Baltimore in 2027 for NCECA. What is that? I plan on going there. Do it. So you love like sea creatures, just not eating them. National Ceramics Convention. Oh, that sounds cool. Do. Cool area, but very small area that's safe to tourists. Convention center is right in the middle of the good area. Where I'll be. My boss is also planning a work lunch for everyone in Baltimore as well. Because my company is headquartered there. Okay. So 2 separate things. Boss is not involved with the ceramics convention. I thought you were going on like a work trip to a ceramics convention, and that sounds rad. Not like the work trip part of it, but like if you worked for a company that wanted you to do like that kind of artsy convention stuff, that would be cool. Okay, did I put green on any of these other ones? I did. I was trying to decide if putting green on these was an okay idea. I want them to be like immediately distinct from the other suits. And I think the last suit is going to end up being mostly green. But also, I don't think there's enough green on these to make it hard to tell that these are the red ones, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to add some leaves on these. And if I end up not liking it, I can always change later. It'll be okay. Yeah, one of the convention centers, the Orioles and Ravens stadiums are like a 3-minute walk. Then the other side is the Inner Harbor and Aquarium. They have nice bars and restaurants. And that's all the like good area. Sounds like a fun trip. If that's the safe place. If you have time, it doesn't take a while, but Babe Ruth's childhood home is in Baltimore and not far from there. It's a small museum now. I think Ian would love that. Ian is like a huge baseball card collector, just major fan of the sport. I'll be there for 3 extra days, so I need things to do. Oh, G-Pip. That was you, right? You were you had baseball cards and wasn't sure why. And you weren't sure why. If I remember correctly. Yes, okay. Good memory, Bub. Thank you, Bub. Do. Went to Babe Ruth's house with some buddies before we went to the Orioles game. It was so cool. Are they like? Is it? I imagine that would be like well kept. Like they're taking care of the house and it's like a landmark. Also, Oriole Park is one of my favorite East Coast ballparks. I wonder if that's one that my brother has been to. My brother's doing the thing where like he's trying to visit every major league stadium and like collect the baseball from them. I think he's been to like half of them so far. Oh, this looks nice. Like to visit each state. That would be cool. I feel like there are a few that I might be okay skipping. But it sounds fun in general. See the nation. Very much looks like a small in-home museum now, but some rooms and items were preserved. Nice. There's jeez. Yeah, there are some I have nothing I really want to do. I might skip. Like, what is there to do in Montana? Listen, they've got incredible plains. Is Montana a plain state? Or did I just make this up? Okay, I googled Montana and the first image I see, I want to go there. You could like at least see national parks at places you don't want to go to. Yeah, none of these images are plains. It's all mountains. My buddy and I want to do the same. I just need the Atlanta Stadium, the new Atlanta Stadium. Yeah. Have you been to the old Atlanta Stadium? Miami and Tampa? Or are you just like not counting it since it's gonzo? It's gone. Do I want to hike 10 miles? No. What if you can rent a golf cart or something? Jackson Hole. If a big man can carry me, I'll do it. You'll have to do your own research on that one. I'm not informed on that matter. No, I never got to it, so I can't count it. I like the new one a whole lot more. The other one has like the legacy and all that, but new one's really nice. They have like basically a small city outside of it. It's just a really cool area. Oops, that's an eraser bib. That's the wrong brush bib. Did see old Yankee Stadium and Mets Shea Stadium before they were replaced, and Phillies Veterans Stadium before it was replaced with Citizens Bank Park. It looked really nice. It's really cool. And like even for people who don't care for baseball, there's so much to do like in and out of the park. Like we went there several months ago. Like just to do an escape room they have nearby it. There's a bunch of cool stuff there. What color should this bowl be? What if same color as the fur? No. If it's just also gold, maybe he's got a gold bowl. I think that would make sense. Do 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 do. Okay. Start throwing some color down, fill in some of these gaps. And then okay, and then I wanted to tinker around with his little coat. Wanted to see if it made sense to make the berry, well, like the little orbs of the berries, like look a little more realistic, or if they make more sense just looking like fabric. So I was gonna see about adding highlights to each of them. Just gonna give them some form, or if that ends up just looking weird. Man. Just turn on the assist. Which card is this? This is the king of the berry suit. So he's like full on decked out in berry. He's got a whole bowl of them. For the suits. So definitely fish and honey and berry. And I'm trying to decide for this last one if I want to go with leaf or paw print. I liked the idea of paw print at first because like this is basically my logo. But I was having trouble figuring out, like with all the other suits, they're like incremental. Like he has a little bit of honey, she has a lot more honey, and he has a ton of honey. I couldn't figure out something to do that would be incremental with paws. So I'm thinking I might go with leaf instead. That's my face exactly, Ian. I'm even shaking like that. Alright, I'm just gonna... Actually, this is satisfying for me, so I'm going to just do them all. Okay. I know I missed a few, but I'm trying to just test if I even like this. I think I might like this. So let's... Dang. Trying to think of the smartest way to do this. Okay. I missed those 6 before I turned on assist, so I'm just going to redraw those 6. And blur it just a little bit of blur. Rosalina is angry. I don't know what she's mad at, but she's yelling. Okay, I think for now. Wait, I'm gonna try one thing. Okay, I did this on a separate layer. Sweet. Smart. Wanted to see if it might look cool to make this 2 stripes. Instead of one big chunk. Oops. That's really her. She sounds like she's 4 dogs sometimes. Oh, it works now. We're back in business. Okay, so I think I need to come back and I'm gonna do a final pass on all of these. So I'm not super worried about... Actually, I am worried about it. I was gonna not redo this line work right here on the berries, but that's nonsense. I will do it on a separate layer though. In case I change my mind later. Okay. Yep. That one. So I'm just gonna go through and reline all the berries with my round brush. I want to make sure I get all these little nooks and crannies between the what are those called? Okay, apparently they're called drupelets, if I'm looking at this right. I think I like orb better. I might keep calling them orbs. How's that looking? Okay, I missed this one. Fancy you. I messed up my own joke. Fancy seeing you here. How's it going, Blue? Pretend I said that smoothly. Thank you. What a statement. Thought you couldn't engorge emotes. Apparently I can again. They have returned the power to me. Fancy. How you doing, Beb? I'm okay. I'm so tired. But I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Blue? My effervescent blueberry. There's your goldfish, Ian. Blue, I'm working on the king of berries. Speaking of blueberry. Tired too, not feeling very effervescent. It's okay. You don't have to be effervescent 24/7. Hope you can get some rest. That fish? Unhinged. Unhinged. I can't believe chat wants him back. Perfect. So not gonna lie, I thought these were honeycombs until just now and realized they're berries. I get that. It's not a, it's an interesting shape. I was thinking I might need to like lower the darkness a bit anyway, or like lower the opacity a bit anyway, so that it's not like quite as structured like that. It does kind of just like straight up look like walls right now. I might tinker with that. If you know, you know kind of deal. But what if I don't know? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I don't like this situation. Let me just make that pit a little bigger. Do 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 do. Neat. Working our way through them. One too many left. And okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw the lines. for all of these. And then come back to the gaps. Too many gaps. Too many gaps on this stream. Don't like that. Ooh. Confused myself for a second. This is kind of relaxing. I'm like kind of zoning out to this song that's playing right now. I'm slightly hypnotized. Pattern and stuff. It was very satisfying for me. I agree. Okay. Hoping it ends up looking a good bit like berry. Like a berry. I don't like part of that. Let's see. Maybe I just want a bit less of that blur. Doing the little corners, yeah. It's random, but that's like one of my favorite parts of doing line work. It's just like when you have little corners to round. It's very satisfying to me for some reason. Okay, the problem I'm having now, though, since I added the highlights, this is starting to look a bit too realistic compared to the others, like the rest of the style of the rest of it. Also feel like it needs it. If I tone it down a little bit. Rounding corners and shadows. Beb's favorite pastime activities. When he's not chasing salmon. Stealing honey from the beehives. The local Beb can be found rounding corners and adding shadows. Add cartoony highlights. Wait, I don't actually want the rounded corners there that I just did. I do some kind of like, wait, I can't do it on the same layer. Kind of like big. Bigger highlights. Dang, I can't do it that way. I could probably figure out some kind of cartoony highlights, but I can't do them to like one side of each berry. Because then, because it's symmetrical, they end up being in the wrong place on some of them. Not sure how. How dare you? How dare you, Blue? How dare you not have all the answers? I'm just saying, I appreciate the suggestion. I don't have the brain power right now to figure it out. I think it could work. Wait, I'm doing normal shadows on this. I'm just gonna go to the shading and highlighting bits now. People draw here every now and then. It's a bit of a rarity. But occasionally we've been known to draw. This is new information. I'm sorry to break this news to you like this. It's fine, it probably doesn't work anyway. You hush up, Blue. Probably does work. Whoops, I still have a reference layer. Turn off reference. I need to make this drawing assist. Turn off reference. Get back to it. Do. Throw that down here. People draw here. Whoops. Do. Alright. I feel like I didn't do any detailing on these berries. Definitely gonna come back to them later, but I'll give them shadows for now. So they can look somewhat complete. Do. Shade this one guy. Shade this one too. Shade this one too. Charles, if you knock that over, sir. Charles is getting needy. He's about to knock a lamp over. Do. Right now, put a little shadow on his robe fluff. The fluff of his coat. Fill that in. That extends a little bit further than I want it to. Whoops. Eraser is huge. And then round this shadow a bit. Bit too angular. Okay. Put a little shadow here. Whoops. Come on. Come on. How's it going, Sage? Welcome in. How you doing? Working more on the bears today. Just realized I did not color in this dude's ear. Need to do that. Oops. They're coming out great, thank you. I'm very excited for them. I haven't worked on them in a couple of weeks. I want to get back to it. I just spent like an hour trying to make his coat look like a giant berry. It was pretty satisfying. Beb, do you have a release date? Heck no. As soon as possible, mostly. I expect them on shelves tomorrow. On shelves? Dude, you gotta give me some connections. Tell me which people can make that happen. Put them on shelves tonight. I don't care if they're finished. So, if you can find these bad boys in Target, I'll pull an all-nighter. You know, I actually could probably get them in a store. I know people from when I worked. You like know people? When I worked retail, I didn't want to know people. Yes. Ooh. It's a bit. Bet me, bear. Watch your mouth, bear. Watch your words. You think Ian plays around? I might be losing my mind tonight. I know people that make more in a year than I will make in my whole life. Have you ever asked them, like, to teach you their ways? I don't like that shadow. I did not do that curve right. No, their lives are miserable. I never want to get to that level. See? That's so real. It's like I always joke about like wanting to be rich or whatever, but like I don't know that I want that kind of life, like ever. Truly. Just want like stability and self-sufficientness and stuff. Doesn't buy happiness. Sage words. The only acceptable way to get rich for me is winning the lottery. Would you handle being rich well? Like if you won the lottery, are you confident that you would handle it well? Winning the lottery is not good either, honestly. Yeah, I've heard like major downsides for sure. Boss is a really good example. She makes $250K a year, but works from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. constantly. No, thank you. Mostly because it's public knowledge. Yep. And then like all the people in the world who like know a friend of a friend of a friend. Suddenly you forgot that you were besties with them, and they like, hey, remember that we're besties? People come out of the woodworks. It's super easy to do a lottery anonymous. See, I don't have any idea. I've never played lottery. I've only heard things. I've never like kept up with it. In your state, maybe? Yeah, I was wondering if it was like a state by state difference. Each state has their own laws. Do all states have a like state-run lottery, or like a? I don't know if they're state-run. Do all states have their own state lottery? Some states' lottery is illegal. But yes, they're all run by the states. Okay. Thank you. So like if I lived in a state where lottery is illegal, is it also illegal to play it in a state that it's not illegal in? You'd have to cross the borders to buy, but then like you wouldn't get in trouble for winning. No, because you did not do anything illegal in your state. It was legal where you did it. Look at me not knowing about illegal things. And look at me phrasing that in a way that's not implicating Ian. Dum dum dum. Down, 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 down. The only time you need to worry about illegal things is if it's still illegal at the federal level, yet legal in your state. Could be wrong though, I'm not a lawyer. That borks my brain. Even trying to think about that. Even though I'll never win the lottery, I do have a lottery game plan. I don't know if it sounds like you're manifesting or like delusional, but in a nice way. What is your game plan? Lottery game plan is always fun to think about. I would buy so many dogs. It's not always accurate because some states have import or export laws. So like a lot of times it is illegal to carry livestock or vegetation across border due to pests without pre-approval. Can you pre-approve of these pests for me? That highlight's a bit big. Didn't like the size of that highlight. It's a little better. It's not filled in. I see now. It's very interesting to like be able to look up at my monitor and see what I'm arting. It's changed how I like am able to double check my work. I feel like I'm doing the like artist squints at their work thing. Even your own pets, you sometimes have to get documents and approval to travel borders with. Charles, we can't go to Montana, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Charles. Firewood is always a big thing that can't cross. Firewood is one of the most common ones, just because of like the possible bugs. My lottery game plan is quite extensive, Beb, and it depends on how much money I actually... You have, like, different tiers of game plan? Yes. My game plan is act like I don't know nobody. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Some bugs can take out trees real easily. Yeah. Winning 1 million and winning 500 million is two different things. How many tiers of game plan do you have? And how extensive? You said quite extensive, but like how quite extensive are we talking? Are we talking like a multiple pages? I mean, my first thing is wipe out all my debt. Yes. Real and true and valid, and yes. Plans A through Z. I have like 8 tiers. I feel like I'm like severely underprepared for winning the lottery. The more we talk about this, the less I have any idea what I would ever do. The one thing that is common between all tiers is to eliminate any debt I possibly can. It's very smart. Eventually, as it gets higher, that also includes clearing out family debt. And that's very sweet. It's very kind. Oh. Only some family, nice. I was gonna say, like, I would like to think that I would do the same. And what if I end up being one of those people that like money immediately changes me and I'm like, forget all y'all? I don't think I would. I don't think I would ever do that. I'm the poorest, I think, in my family, so they're all fine. Currently same. Money changes every person. There's no way for it to not change you and your life. What you do with the change is up to you. Put that on a poster. It's true. I didn't want to just like come out directly and say that because I didn't want to like squash your lottery dreams, but I like part of me feels like it's just genuinely impossible to not be changed by certain amounts of money. Like it'll change everyone differently, but I just landed near you. I'm rolling into Beb. Who typed that? I was so glad the flight went well. My sister married an anesthesiologist in the Navy. They're like set because he is also very good with his money. You love to hear it. I feel like I would be good with my money. I've always, like, so far, I've always been good with it. I'm unfortunately considered one of the most successful in my family. No, definitely don't make money. I wouldn't say most successful, but I was pretty successful for my family until things occurred this year. It's given me no direction. Flight was fine. New noise canceling headphones were great with the kid crying 10 rows back. I feel like noise canceling headphones seem like they would be an absolute must on a flight for me. Having expendable money in my family is unheard of. It's so real. Charles, it's not that serious, I promise you. You're not my real dad, then you're not allowed to complain about not eating. This stuff's going down. All money is expendable if you try hard enough. Yeah, it's like all money is expendable like once. I mean, I don't see that as unfortunate unless you actually do win the lottery. I literally spent $10 on this flight to have a kid's snack pack and a Sprite. Well, it's not unfortunate for me, but it's unfortunate in that I am often asked for favors. That makes it unfortunate for you. Unless you enjoy it, but it sounds like you might not. Shh. Okay. What was in the snack pack? Never buy on flights or in airports. Prices or like quality. I haven't been on a flight in many years. Always buy in flights and in airports. Yeah, that's just my new personal rule. so darn expensive. That makes sense. I usually get all my snacks in the airport. Ours isn't that expensive. Well, aren't we lucky? Alright, do I want to give this some sort of texture? Or, not texture. Veins. Yeah, I think so. I think I like that. Kind of minimalist, but something there. I haven't worked on these in too long. I keep tripping myself up with them being symmetrical. I'm thinking I have it upside down when I go to zoom out. Water was $6. That, like, in my heart, that seems like that should be illegal. I haven't been inside an airport or a plane in like 8 years. It's been longer than that for me. Like I've taken people to airports and stuff, but I haven't flown since I was like 15. So like 18 years ago. I don't like thinking about this. If I don't board the plane with one of everything from Hudson News, then it really didn't really travel. Are you really living? It's about how old I was. I don't want you to. We don't have to do this. We can memory wipe. No, I don't buy drinks. I drink canned water in flight. I get like chips and carbs and usually spend around $15 to have food the whole flight and drive to the grocery store. Chips and carbs. Who would have thunk? I mean, I also sleep every flight, so I don't even have time to eat. That's a pro move. Water is free from the fountains. Fell asleep on a flight one time. They rammed my knee with the metal drink cart. Ow. 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 Was it okay? Did you need the stitches? Snack pack had 2 Oreos, some Cheez-Its, and a Go-Go squeeze of applesauce. Applesauce is so good. How do you sleep when flying? It's easy. I don't have a clue. I played a Pokemon game. I think it was the whole time I was on my last flight. I can never sleep when flying. I crochet or knit. I mean, you probably do that while you're sleeping too, anyway. But I delivered a bounce house to my 8th grade science teacher's house yesterday. She recognized me on sight. I haven't seen her since about 2007. Did you take that as a compliment or did it freak you out? I would have taken that as like a massive compliment. I was trained as a small child to fall asleep in movement. Unless I'm driving, also sleep in a car. My parents tried to train me to do that, but it never worked. I was so like anxious that I needed to make sure everything was fine all the time. That's how my mom got us to sleep as babies. I did have to, like when I used to babysit my nieces a lot, I would always have to go on car rides to try and get them to sleep. I can sleep through a CAT scan or MRI. I can sleep on planes. I've slept while driving. Just gonna let that one soak in. Never been on a long flight, maybe 4 hours, maybe 5 max. I think the one I went on was just a few hours. Recognize in a good or bad way? Yeah, that was my question. Okay, how to feel about it? She's never seen me with any facial hair. I was 20 years ago. I was a child. I almost joked about if your beard looked the same back then. I had the urge. I was a child. I don't feel like anyone recognizes me from my childhood anymore. It's like a lot of times I'll see people that I recognize and they don't seem like they noticed. Also can't sleep in a car. I usually have to be the one driving. Same, Ian. It's gotten so bad for me recently. I cannot. Like, if I'm not the driver, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Doesn't matter who it is. It wasn't for long. I was super tired coming home from work. When I worked overnight, I fell asleep driving past an exit and woke up as I was passing the next exit. That's terrifying. Like, I'm glad you were safe, but holy cow. I just can't read in a car. That will make me sick, unless obviously someone is driving really crazy. Then I also get sick from that. We're 30 minutes early to the gate and are trying to find a place to put us early to a gate. That's wild. My longest flight was like 9 to 10 hours. My longest flight is probably like 3 hours, but I'll be on a 4-hour flight at the start of November. Look at everybody on these flights all the time. I was doing like 70 on the highway and I was terrified when I wake up. I would be too. Sometimes I have moments like that, like in my house, and even that kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like, how did I just blank out on something I just did? You're on a highway. My family are maniacs when driving, so that's probably where I got it from. Same. Honestly, early to a gate in this economy. Exactly. My thoughts. Exactly. We also left Baltimore 10 minutes early. Ratsky, maybe go play the lottery. Also saw a friend I haven't seen since 2011 yesterday in a gas station, and she recognized me right away, but I didn't know her. She's up 150 pounds and 5 kids. 5 kids. Yeah, I think I would look like a whole different person. 5 kids on. I'm going back to my sister's in November for Thanksgiving, and then I hopefully will be done with flights for the year. Get you some earplugs or some like noise canceling headphones. Or wait, you said that she has them. Leaving early in this economy? Unheard of. Up 150 pounds. Gosh, that's such motivation to keep getting in shape. Yeah. Yep. Doing a week trip with Dad at the start of November to a few of the Southwest U.S. states. Should be my last flight until August. That sounds fun, though. A week trip. One time when flying home from Aruba, our plane didn't have functioning AC, and we sat on the tarmac in Aruba for like 45 minutes waiting to take off with no air conditioning, just roasting inside a plane. And then, like, did you have the whole flight with no air conditioning? It sounds like actual misery. Driving 10 hours when we move. Did you ever, like, is it still up in the air? It was terrible. Yeah, that like actually doesn't sound like safe even. I question that in many ways. Not trying to be the blueberry girl in Willy Wonka. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. I seen a video of something similar recently. It was a whole entire football team, and they all just stripped down to undies. Oh no. Not sure Ian feels the same. I wish I was on that flight. There it is. There's our Ian. At least the airline was kind enough to not give us free water or even discount it. That's so sweet. It's nice to feel nurtured. Here's your complimentary dehydrated water, sir. It's still technically up in the air, but I have a feeling it will be during my birthday in 3 weeks. Like, honestly, for you, I know 3 weeks is a while away, but I hope it's at least in the next 3 weeks. I hate, like, how long it seems like you're having to wait. You cannot control me. I felt spoiled, honestly. Yeah. You should be so grateful. Like, they're already in 3 weeks. 3 weeks is literally tomorrow. Okay, so really 2? I hope that happens for you. Like, in my head, every time you talked about it, it seemed like you were going to be waiting until, like, 2027 or some crap. Pardon my language. Bad word. Bant. Well, let's get a hold of this bear. Sorry, Charles. Alright, I think I want to add a little bit of shadow here. Just make his fur a little more textured. You're not his real dad either. Yeah, Ian. Okay, what are we doing? Procreate. Procreate won't let me zoom. There we go. Ian, I discovered another thing that annoys me about Procreate. Oh, please share. Have you started using the little trick that we were telling you about the other day when you're filling? And you can click continue. No, I haven't had to fill anything yet. Okay, so like the way I select my colors 9 times out of 10 is like I grab them from somewhere and I drop them and then I want to continue filling. You can't do it. You can't select another color. It feels like such a tiny thing, but like I would have to go through and hope I could like refine the same color or have it somewhere in my history. Or I would have to click out and then select. And then start filling again. You don't make a palette. The problem is, I make palettes. But then, like I make a palette and then I try to use it for a long time. But then I stop using it. And then always forget to make a new palette. My over-ear headphones hurt my ears after 2 hours, now I know. Got headphones that go around my whole ear. Entire ear to avoid that. Yeah, that's what I have too. These basically do, but they still hurt. Is there like not enough padding or something? Hate when headphones touch my lobes. Yeah, mine, there's like a little, it's like a little cubby around my ear. Doesn't touch them. Feels great. We got a gate. Bye. Drive safe. Alright, I think I'm done with the first pass on this guy. Okay, the jack is on his way to being done. So I think I'll move on to him next. Well, first I'm gonna need to take a BRB. Gone through all the possible headphones to find the most comfortable for at least 8 to 10 hours, since that is how long I use them every day. Do you act like you have them on for 8 to 10 hours without taking them off? Settled on Sony's. I have Sennheiser, however you say it. See, I couldn't even do that, even with my most comfortable ones. I need breaks from them. I wear my shocks for around 14 hours before they start to rub the skin above my ear raw. You're both built different. Or maybe I'm built different, I'm just built weaker. I can only have mine on for a couple of hours at a time. They start to bug me. I need a break. It's okay to have sensitive ear skin. It's like my skin doesn't hurt from them. It just feels like my ears are claustrophobic or something. I feel constrained. See, the shocks irritate my skin faster, but I do like them. Use them for maybe 4 hours ish. Ian, you can't just ask me what. How am I supposed to know what I just said? My headphones I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know if it's maybe just my ears get too hot or something, but they just start to feel uncomfortable. They don't hurt anything, they just feel not comfy after a while, and then I need to take them off and give my ears fresh air. All right. I have Soundcore headphones for my over-ear. I've had them since COVID. They were good for travel, but I would not use them for more than a flight. Your ears get claustrophobic? Okay, I'm running potty and get some water. Everyone get some water and stretch and do all this stuff. My ears get sweaty. Yeah, it's a heat thing too. Maybe makes more sense than what I was trying to say. They just feel hot and constricted. I'm gonna go potty and get some water. Everybody, take a break. Do whatever. Take a break from whatever you're doing. Watch my dogs. I'll be back. Alright, we back. We back. Stepped outside for a second. Gave my ears some fresh air. Some real fresh air. Welcome back, thank you. Welcome back, Ian. Okay, I need to actually draw the berries. I never left. Wow. Strimmer left chat, Chatter didn't. Who's the real one here? Wait, what is going on? Are these on? Okay, I'm just gonna start a new layer. It was very lonely. I'm sorry, Ian. Sorry my dogs aren't good enough company for you. I was here, but I spaced out. Same. I feel that. That's so real. So real, Sage. Lurking, but welcome back. Welcome back, Tris. Welcome back, Sage. I'm trying to just give these berries like a real pass. It's not. They're a bit more like structured than my sketch layer was. I have a very strong urge to pull the needles from this project, try it on, but I really don't want to spend an hour putting them all back. How many, like, what? How many needles? Paint a picture of what we're talking about. Are you like blocking it or something? 2 needles, put over 200 stitches. Okay, I'm out of my depth. What would take an hour if you took the needles out? I think that's the question I want to ask. I'd have to pick up every single stitch and likely need to repair a few as well. I don't know how clear it is, but I don't have a clue what that means. I don't know how obvious that was by the like silence. Right now, exactly. You could hear it in the silence. What does pick up a stitch mean? Okay, so then down here. I've always, yeah. That's me, like, that's me every time I try to show interest in like people's fiber art stuff and then realize that I'm just like insanely underinformed. I don't have a clue what it all means. But the interest is genuine. I'm knitting, which means every live stitch on my needles is unsecured. Good lord. So I have to drop the stitches off the needle to try it on, and then I have to re-grab them to start knitting again. Okay, so your needle is through the loops. Is that like it's the thing where the needles are on that little wire and it's in the garment right now? Yes. Oh my gosh, someone, I demand a cookie for this. That needs a Fiber Arts crash course. I really do. Like I pick up on like tiny little bits and pieces from streams, but I'm out of me depths. Now knowing you're talking about knitting, it makes sense to me. Love that for you. Glad there's one of us. My brain hurts. So real. So real and true. Wow, Ian. Needles to me are like push pins because I'm used to quilting combos from my mom. Needles to me are like what Dare uses. Because that's the only thing I use needles for. Is leather. Is that a hype train emote? That's an Ian emote. Ian, why you have so many good emotes? Because I'm cool like that? You keep telling yourself that, champ. I say immediately after complimenting you. Got a reputation to uphold. I'm just not great at it. It's a very good emote. It really is. I've made a name of having an emote for everything. So who would I be if I didn't have good emotes myself? What are you trying to say? I still want... I miss that cat emote. But at this point I can't remember even what it really looked like to like try and make my own version of it. What are you trying to hear? Heck if I even know, honestly. Cat emote? Yeah, it was like a... Pretty sure it was supposed to be like a cat doing part of the Gangnam Style dance. Or something like that. Psycat or something. Yeah, and it like became our unofficial raid emote, and then the next day Twitch said, "You thought it robbed us of it?" I can find it, give me a bit. Ian's hacking. Ian's not hacking FBI person. Ian is doing a friendly community project. Like Bob just said. Found it? What? In tarnation. Give me a bit. Okay, back. You wanna see me do it again? That's a SpongeBob reference. Emote artists are wizards. To convey something in such a small format well is too hard for me. Same. That is like actually the biggest struggle I've had. I've been having fun making emotes, but good lord. The size constraints break me brain. Also, hi Lunar. Welcome in. How goes? So proud. Thank you, Sage. I didn't want to call you out of Blurk, but in my head, I was like, I hope wherever Sage is, that Sage heard that. It was added 15th of August and removed 29th of August. Does that sound about right? You're asking me to answer questions about time. Like probably, yeah. Like that seems right-ish to me. Sony WH-1000XM4. Because they are usually on sale on Amazon frequently. But they're on Sony WH-1000XM6, I think now, so kind of older. Emo is in Post Everything channel. Ian, how? Is there just a database of? It does say database in the URL. Yeah, that was it. Yes. So this has just like any, is it like just Twitch Global? It has any of them that have happened? Any of them that have ever been a thing? Also, thank you. I do want to make my own version sometime. I thought it was a thing of the past. XM6, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, though. Might get a pair on the Sony line eventually alongside the newest Beats Pro. Want a few different pairs eventually. Need some comfortable headphones for sure. Mine are wired and too heavy for sports or gym. Same. Leonard, do your ears get claustrophobic in them? Wired headphones save falling phones, though. I wish. If they save your phone, I am so proud of you. My phone just ignores it. My phone just gets yeeted. Has every Twitch global emote and badge enrolled as ever existed? Interesting. Five and 6 are when they change the look, so IDK if those are comfortable or not. If you look at the 4s, it's a different look. Try to see if I can get the 4 this year. Okay, we're just gonna sketch his like sleeve berries. Wait, can I? No, I'm not ready. I'm about to remove this other sketch line. It's just gonna look confusing for everyone for a moment. It'll be okay. Do 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 do. Okay, now, yeah. Now we can get rid of it, yeah. Let's make this a little bigger. And then I'm actually going to reposition this a little bit. Let's make it bigger, yeah. Maybe like there. Do some erasing. Seen? I missed what Sage said and thought Nagan was just asking me that. The cat thinks he's Batman. Do you have proof that he is not? Have you seen Batman and your cat in the same room? He's on top of a huge stack of boxes at the very top, looking down like, Gotham, I'll protect you. Where is she? Catman. Like the picture of the cat looking down on the Christmas village. I need to find this. I think I found it. If I'm looking at the right thing, his expression is 11 out of 10. Sun is hitting him just enough to show Batman ears on the floor. This one. Yes, that's the one I was looking at. That expression is incredible. The reluctant hero. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna keep that up. I might draw something with it at some point. I like that face. Okay, where's my line art? Line art's here. So turn on drawing assist. Okay, I need to skip this song. Why is there a Zelda Christmas album? This song is overwhelming, yeah. I'm not like anti-Christmas music, but not the vibe I'm looking for. I think Nagan is anti-Christmas music, so I also did it with that in mind. So love this picture. That looks like Puss in Boots. I am anti-Christmas music indeed. Nagan will not be here for the Mariah Carey stream next week. Note to self, play lots of Christmas music next MocoCon. Ian's trying to get slamped. Mariah Carey can stay frozen forever. Do you want to build a snowman? Wait, Nagan, did you just hate that song or all Christmas music? I think all. I think from what I understood, it's all. Or at least, like, keep it to Christmas. I don't mind Christmas music. Just happy to be here. I just wish that, like, I wish it wasn't always the same songs every year. Like, we need more original Christmas music, but I've also never heard great original Christmas music, so. The only Christmas music I like is Trans-Siberian Orchestra for the most part. They kick butt. So I get it. I do understand it. I understand liking them. A lot of original music has been coming out these past 2-3 years. Original Christmas music? Where? Where's it at? Same for Halloween. People make much Halloween music. I didn't realize that was a thing, like, ever. Other than, like, movie songs. Is it, like, are you talking, like, musicals? Talking music from musicals. You have to look! I literally just asked you to help me not have to look. Because I don't want to do that part. And I actually probably just won't do that part. Okay, of actual music, there's even some artists that are dedicated to Halloween music. Interesting. Also, like, Wonderful Christmas Time. Hold on, Nagan. I need us to be so real right now. Are you talking Paul McCartney? Yes? This is the first time I've ever, like, had to hold for a second and rub my temples on screen, on stream. Was that Ian? Ian, this is a wonderful opportunity. Ian, will you track down that song and listen to it and report back? Dang it, if you told me that song was the reason that you hate all other Christmas music, like you just hold a grudge against the genre in general because of it, like, bringing that song to us, I would have understood you. That might be, like, my actual least favorite song of all time. Do you, like, actually like that song, or is it you just like the witchcraft lore? Not to be, like, a hater, but, like, this might be the one thing that I'm, like, totally unashamed to be a hater of. I've heard this song, but I don't think it's witchcraft related. It says you. What would you know? Do you like that song? It's a song that grates on my nerves the least if I hear it out in stores. Interesting. But literally every show and movie I'm watching right now has witches in it. Okay, we're skipping this song too. Do you ever turn the volume up high enough, Ian, on those shows to know, like, for sure that that song's not just, like, lingering in the background? Oh. You're gonna. Ian said, I'm gonna be sure now. Prefer to keep my eardrums intact, so no. You know what? I respect that. I respect that a lot. For all the times I try to convince people to take care of their ears, just to be met with like, oh, YOLO. Oh, YOLO. I like my loud music. I respect it, Ian. I like to be able to hear stream alerts when I'm 80. That's the real deal. I had a teacher who said my full name goes to the tune of Feliz Navidad. I hate that song with a fiery passion. Because of that, or like, is that why you hate that song? Or did you already? It's the worst possible thing you could say to me, teacher man. Because of that. Okay, did the teacher sing it to you to show you what they were talking about? Yes? Yeah, that would have done it. That would have done it for me too. I don't need that in my life. So then everyone else did. Jeez. Nah, I'm not doing it. You almost got me. You almost got me to sing that, Ian. I'm not trying to make Nagan relive that. I am singing it in my head, I won't lie. I'm also having to like actively think about not singing it aloud. Right, Ian doesn't know my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Her name is Nagan. There is no other name. Just like your name is Ian. Wait. How did you know? I checked the Twitch Ian database. I should have said something about your FBI agent whispering me. It's a choose your own adventure. Pick whichever joke I just made. You prefer. Are you FBI Van 2 in the Wi-Fi networks? What a Wi-Fi name. That's beautiful. I'm Van 3. Wait, did I just say that I am your FBI agent? What are you getting me to confess? My Wi-Fi name is Dial Up. I love the creative ones. The people around here won't have creative ones. There is a like gross one. Honestly do like how my username ended up because it is part of my last name. So in a way it is my name, so I do now feel attached to this username more than something I might have made up. It is really interesting how that works. Cause like I was Relch for a while. And that is part of one of my names. So it always felt like people were talking directly to me in a way. But then, now I feel most like people are talking to me when they mention Beb. Like Beb feels more me than my real name. In a weird way. All my usernames have had my name in them. And it's just out there. Ian said, y'all know me. I was trying to find your channel the other day, so I looked up Beb, was so confused why I couldn't find you. Dude, if I could have, like literally, if I could have just the username Beb, B-E-B, I would have already changed it. I've considered name changes on here. Still considering them at some point, but if I could just have Beb, it would have already been done. Ian didn't grow up in the don't tell anyone anything on the internet beginnings, yeah. I remember all my emails being like something to do with Legos or something to do with Pirates of the Caribbean and not having anything even kind of related to like identifying information in them. They're gonna be safe. To be fair, I've always been safe online because I'm a very suspicious person. Don't be. Even at 7, I was like, you don't need to talk to me. That is good. That is like actually. It was very solid. Down, down. Ian, were you around for the ASL days on AIM? I'm guessing no. Lord, what a time to be alive. What does that even mean? Can you take a guess? What do you think that means? I'm curious. Sign language? Yeah, it's the same letters. Just everyone having used sign language in AOL Instant Messenger. Not sure if I know. Oh, interesting. Do you know what AIM was? Oh, Lord. Ian doesn't know the thrill of coming up with the perfect away message. Picking out your favorite Evanescence lyric. My first online platform was Roblox. Hey, but I love that. It was an instant messaging platform before text and only on computers, so like Facebook messaging without the Facebook. Dude, it's wild that we lived in a time where you had to access dial-up internet to instant message people. And now we're here. You go into chat rooms and chat with random people. And ASL stands for age, sex, location. That's a way to get to know people. Sounds like a great way to get kidnapped. Yeah. To be fair, I don't know how many people were like honest when they answered that. It'd be like ASL, 30F, NJ. But everyone always lied about the answers. Yeah. That sounds sus. It was. Sure was. I'll admit I was never honest about my age until I turned 18. Gotta keep the creeps away. I didn't talk to anyone I didn't know. Dude, I was on so many like forums and stuff. How's it going, Frosted? Welcome in. Says 10 years old. I'd say 20F California. So safe. So responsible. It was the Wild West. Only read forums, never really posted. In the same way now. It's just all like exciting and adventurous. When I was a little kid. I was a youngin'. Like I could tell someone they were wrong about my favorite Linkin Park song. They couldn't do anything about it. I could call them names. And not liking in the end enough. Actually made a few lifetime friends on Roblox. Nice. I downloaded Roblox once and never tried it. It was also before unsolicited pictures of a certain kind were a thing, so it wasn't as scary. Yeah. I welcome unsolicited pics. It helps me work on my judgment skills. Ian, you're something. I bet I'm happy. I love to hear that. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean it from my heart. Couldn't imagine impromptu conversations with random people. I'd be lost after hello. Sage, did Twitch trip you up for that reason? Like, obviously, it seems you're comfortable with it now. Or logging out and logging back in, hoping your crush would notice the notification. Jeez. Or like the power of particularly organizing your top friends. Yes, so much. I had a heart attack my first message here. I'm glad you hung out. Literally online dating right now. Back when Insta showed likes, I used to stalk my crush. Like, you would like a lot of their stuff, or you would not like their stuff, so they wouldn't see that you liked it. Had to hype up for like 5 minutes. I feel that. I feel that. I've been on Twitch for like 5 years. Lord, what is time? But I still get nervous, like, talking in new communities. I need to turn off. Oh, dang it. Wait, this will work. This will work. I confused myself for a second, but we're all good. Love the berries. Thank you. Welcome, Impala. We're working on the jack of berries for the little bear themed playing card deck I'm working on. Okay, so let's make this a reference. Let's go in and fill in all these bad boys. I would just see what they liked so I could build their profile. Oh, okay. Nothing too wild, just surface level stalking. Who hasn't done it? Allegedly. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and merge. Wait, what did I just merge? Oh, this is literally just a blank layer, not a reference. Okay, now I'll merge that and turn this into a reference. My ex got in trouble with me when likes were shown. Immature, jealous, high school relationship. Dude, the power of a like. There's like wild power in that one little button. Listen, babe, stalking is only one of my skills. We don't have to focus too much on it. I'll tell your FBI agent to turn a blind eye to that one message. Or like the past like 7 messages. I don't know. Whatever's safest for you. Research. That's right. Field research. Ian, the investigative journalist. Say I dream of being an FBI agent? Well, let me tell you, Caitlin. Ian's FBI agent is possibly here right now. This is a joke. Maybe they can put in a good word for you. Like doing all this online research to connect bots. Get that. I get that. Caitlin, are you a true crime fan? Works super well at my job. I've been finding emails and phone numbers for clients that my boss has been trying to find for years. You ever have to find an emote for your boss? Where did that skill come from? Love working in a lawyer's office and getting to read the reports and watch the police footage. Can you be mine? You can keep them away from me. Yes, sir. Can't remember where I was going with that, but that makes sense. True crime, like, not judging your interests, but it always kind of freaks me out. I feel like people who can watch much of that are braver than me. My company vends for lawyers globally. I could never work for one directly. Ian has strong opinions on this subject. We have 16,312 lawyers in our database that we work for, and I only know like 2 of them that are decent. It's crazy. I do like the lady I work for, but the law is such a wild place. I imagine. It's not as fair or fast as people hope. Yep. Never got into true crime, just fictional crime. Criminal Minds, though, got a little too dark for me. It's Bones is the one that you like a lot, then? It's so real. We have cases from like before I was even born still being worked on. It's insanity. Can't believe they would have like a 16-year-old case. Wow. Watched Bones like 10 times through. Okay. For some reason earlier when you were mentioning Criminal Minds, I was thinking that was the one that you said you liked a lot, and then all of a sudden you were like, hey, couldn't get through it. Or it got too dark. You didn't say you didn't get through it. You might have gotten through it. Heck if I know. Do you like Bones too? I've never seen it. I'm kind of like the Sibs. I've seen almost nothing. And the few things I have seen, I tend to rewatch instead of finding anything new. Very much like when it's shows or movies, I'm very much a like comfort watcher. Not like find anything new. Sure. Have you seen The Wild Robot? No, I don't want to cry. It does look really good though. It does look incredible. I'm in love with that movie. It's so... Ian, you're using a lot of capital letters on me right now. Can you promise to me that I wouldn't cry? Haven't seen it either, that's fair. You're not alone. I'm with you. And I'm taking the yelling. You don't have to get yelled at. Ian, don't yell at Sage, yell at me. You will cry. I don't want to cry. Same, Sage, same. I'm gonna go get you some food. Get you some good eats. Feel that bad? I have a hard time starting new shows. It's okay to just rewatch SpongeBob. Or Family Guy. Whoops. messed up, but it'll be okay. Fixable. Set this to 50. And then turn on drawer and assist. It's worth the tears, I swear it. Sometimes you just need a good cry, and that is when you should watch it. Literally a fountain in like every show and movie. It's terrible. It's a dangerous gamble. Yeah. See, I'm like the opposite. Like if I'm in a sad mood, I can't handle any sad media. Like if Beb is bummed out, Beb needs like nothing but Cat Dog. Cat Dog and Shrek. I haven't seen Cat Dog in forever. I don't know where that came from. Not usually, but that gave me a boost. That gave me a boost scene. It's gonna be so hard. Trailer for Wicked for Good. Is that? Is part 2 called Wicked for Good or something? Or am I reading this wrong? Made me cry, so I literally already know I'll be sobbing when watching the movie. I used to be like that, where I would cry at everything, even if I was happy, and then I got on mental health meds and haven't really since. Caitlin dropping the knowledge. So Beb, Wicked was split into 2 movies, yeah. Act 1 and Act 2. Act 1 movie is called Wicked. Act 2 movie is called Wicked for Good. Okay. Do you like that title? Do you feel like Wicked for Good is a good title? Does it like make sense for the story? Last animated movie that made me cry was a movie a few years back I found called Iron Giant. And I don't want to cry. I haven't seen Iron Giant either. But I do feel like it would make me cry too. Oh yeah, I didn't mean it like you needed them. Ian just jumped on it. Iron Giant was good. I think it's fine. Wait, you were talking about the title, not Iron Giant. Okay. I feel like it's better than just calling it like Wicked 2 or something. It's definitely more interesting. Okay, if I can do another robot movie that makes me cry, then don't watch Bicentennial Man. Come on, Sage, it's super worth the tears. Ian just wants Nagan. You and Ian are a team. I'm realizing. Just all the tears. Just collecting tears. You need to at least like sell them. Beb stream tears. $75 plus shipping. IDK what Iron Giant is. 4 Ian was born, okay. I kind of miss having that much emotion. I feel like I have a lot of emotions. I'm not super like outward with them. Found it, I didn't see it as a kid. Wouldn't have remembered it. I would consider myself an overly emotional person. I probably do need meds. I mean, honestly, probably same. I feel like I'm might be overly emotional. I just I'm not super vocally expressive about them and stuff. Like using art and journaling and stuff. Cried leaving MocoCon. I feel like you're not alone. I feel like that one is a lot of people did that. Watch The Wild Robot then for you guys. Sage, you're the only person I'm gonna take your word for it. Because we were on the same page about the crying. I mean, I kind of had the opposite of Caitlin's experience. Literally no crying or not emotional, and then got mental health med. Then I'm more emotional since, yeah. Dude, our brains are so interesting. Just how different they all can be and how different they can respond to. Come on, Beb. Sage is watching. You got to. I don't. Hold on. Let me scroll up. Let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, no, Sage made no mention of me, so I think that's between you two. Volunteers tribute, thank you. I didn't because I knew I was going back next year and then next year and so forth until 25 or whatever. And then so on and so on after that. Most of the crying was probably because I did it. But also I was very sad to have to go home. I'm proud of you. Ian, I don't have Netflix, so oops. Oopsies. I can't watch the sad movie I don't want to watch. That makes sense. I was definitely very overwhelmed that first year. That was only 30 people. Dude. Megan, someone should have forced me to go that first year. Or the second year. This was the third year, am I remembering? Do I have that right? Can't say that in front of your new FBI agent. Third year. Okay, yeah. I really, I don't know. I'm not gonna say much about it because I'll get very angry. But I really wish I had just decided to go last year and not let my job hold me back from it. It's okay, but we will get you there when we are meant to. We were meant to last year. But also, yes, I agree. When the time is right. Although, depending on who you ask, it should have been smuggled in there. According to some. Whoa. I'm an eraser, not smudger. Oh, dang. OMG, I just read the summary. IDK, if I have the inner strength. But I'm a sage of my word. You don't have to be. Ian's just gonna say a lot of capitalized messages to you. It'll be okay though. There we go, thank you. Just have a box of tissues near you. What an advertisement. Be sure you're stocked up on tissues. Movie's a real tearjerker. Cried multiple times in the movie. Is it like if something makes you cry, does it make you cry every time? Probably. I feel like that's not how it works for me. But yeah, I just cried about it once doesn't mean I won't again. Just because I cried about it once doesn't mean I won't again. I feel like for me, like once I see stuff, it doesn't have as much an emotional impact on like later watches unless I'm like going through stuff, you know. Whoever did the music also did very good with that scene. The sad scene had good music. Perfect song for the movie. Okay, that would like that might actually be the part that would get me the most sad. Music is very like, emotionally charged. Like, music triggers my emotions a lot more than a lot of things. Also, the Kiss the Sky lyrics. Same with music. There's something about it. Something about it for me. Is that you, Beb? Where? This thing I'm drawing kind of looks like me. A bit fancier than me. Music part is definitely one of the most emotional parts. It scares me. What if you look your fears right in the eye? Say you'll see them another time. What if, for once, you can find the piece of you that you've been hiding? How's that not inspirational? I'm not ready for this. Megan and Ian are just like, hey, we know that you said that you don't want to cry, but let me tell you all about just like how much you're gonna cry. Maybe that'll convince you. If you weren't sold on the amount of tears, you will be before the night's over. Mark my words, Bear. If that's even your real name. Literally have tears forming. I'll return a different sage. See you on the other side. I really am so curious if you're gonna say it's worth it. Okay, chat. Speaking on this subject, don't like You don't have to answer this, especially if it might be anything like triggery or whatever. But do you have a like saddest movie you've seen? Putting that song in our DMs, because if you don't ever watch it, you still need to listen to the song. I'm way more likely to listen to the song or even like the soundtrack. I think if it was Savage, every movie is saddest for me. It's tracks. Last Christmas is probably what made me cry the most, though. Is that the Emilia Clarke one? Yes? Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost watched that one because of her. Then I read the synopsis. Couldn't. Told her so much. Yeah, me too. And I still never watched Game of Thrones, but she was the original reason I wanted to. And then I realized that it was a really good show. And then I realized that everyone said it's not worth it now. She's an amazing singer as well. Does she sing in Last Christmas? I didn't know that she sang. And I don't think I watched sad movies, so probably A Walk to Remember. That's another one. Never seen, but like I've read the synopsis and I think I'm good. Encanto. That makes sense. Give me a minor breakdown. I got family trauma. Jeez. I hate that for you, but I hope like in some way it helped. I know it's like tough to watch that stuff, but sometimes it can be like sort of freeing or therapeutic to like have it represented. I don't know if I'm making sense. That movie made me sob. Ian, can you list movies that don't make you sob? I mean, there's the saddest I've seen because of what it's about, but the one that's made me cry the most is the one that made you cry the most, one of the SpongeBob movies. I cried during the movie A Fault in Our Stars, but I didn't for the book. Interesting. I think 90% of the world had family trauma from watching that movie. I literally cannot list a single movie that didn't make me cry, babe. Now I'm just gonna sit here and try to think of movies that I don't understand how you could possibly shed a tear over. And you're gonna be like, actually you're forgetting the scene at 37 minutes in where now I can watch it, but it touches a lot of common family tropes. Did you watch Soul? I still want to listen to the Soul soundtrack. I've heard incredible things. My voice cracked. My voice did a big old crack. Do. Whoops. Whoops. Oops. Do. Okay, chat. Chat, listen. I don't know what just happened. But my chat stopped back when Nagan asked if Ian had seen Soul. So I just refreshed, because it seemed odd to me. But I gotta do some catch up. Oh, yeah, it's been acting real weird today. So if I missed anything in the past, I'm sorry too. I was wondering why you weren't talking. I was just standing here waiting for stuff to happen. I was waiting for Ian to acknowledge Nagan, and he did like 7 times now. It didn't make me cry, but it definitely made me think. That one also made me stop every Disney movie. Even like the old 90s ones, even the old people knew how to make an emotional movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Ian, you need to see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Too young. I'd be so shocked, yeah. I don't know that Ian would sit through that. Seen clips of it? Yep. Looks boring. I think you'd actually like The Iron Giant though, Ian, even with it being from 1999. As long as it doesn't have terrible production. I mean, AWS might still be having issues, yeah. Nagan, I don't want to ask you tech questions, but like, in my head, it doesn't make sense that like random little things like that would be going wrong here. Is that like a, does that make sense? Like I couldn't gigantify stuff earlier and then my chat stopped just now. It seemed like it would be, in my brain, it seems like it would be a bigger scale of issues. Instead of just like little pockets of things. Seen clips of it, it looks boring. Agreeing with Ian. Do. We should make agreeing with Ian a thing. It sounds fun. Shame it never happens. It's very rare. I'm just kidding. I think I've agreed with you 17 times tonight. Wow. Agreeing with Ian and rage with Sage. Okay, but like I've actually always wanted to start some kind of a podcast. I've never had any clue what the heck. What the heck it would even be about. I cannot rage. What's your favorite podcast? I like a lot of random ones. Like probably my favorite ever is one that they don't even make anymore. It was called Punch Up the Jam, and it was a music podcast where they would like pick songs that are like famous or like beloved, and they would like break it down and analyze it until it was a comedy podcast, and they would tell like why they think it's awful, like jokingly. and then they would like fix the issues they made up about it. My top favorites are ceramics ones. But then also there's Ologies podcast, which is my favorite non-ceramics podcast. What is a ceramics podcast like? Like, what do they talk about in a ceramics podcast? Is it like just like ceramics news or... Thank you. Very helpful. Very helpful. The ceramics podcasts are about ceramics, everybody. Well, AWS is interesting. Like, let's say you have an application deployed in Atlanta for people to use. If it went down, it's down. But depending on how things are deployed, so that your app never goes down, it might be deployed in Atlanta and then Seattle and other regions. So if it went down in Atlanta, then everyone would be routed to Seattle. So it's like they get routed, so that causes more traffic through those places. That would cause like all the other features to be impacted. But I'm not sure how little features are affected by that situation. Okay. Could be one issue. Okay. Okay, I just realized something is annoying me on my stream. Need to fix this. But also, I haven't even discussed this yet. I'm gonna do a spoopy stream, right? Like, there's a guaranteed spoopy stream, but if we hit my sub goal, instead of just taking one of the days of the week and turning that into a spoopy stream, I was gonna do a bonus like Friday or Saturday late night spoopy stream to get like really in the spoopy vibe. And also maybe add in like another little surprise to it. Heck yeah, bonus. We're doing bonuses. They talk about literally any and everything ceramics. Bonus spoopy stream on either Friday or Saturday if it hits sub goal. It's gonna be a late night one so that it can like actually be spoopy. Talk about literally any and everything ceramics. So like one of them I watch is called For Flux Sake, which is a play on the not family friendly saying. Oh, that's what that's a play on? It's an informative podcast that talks about the science behind things. Listen, two others I watched are called The Mud Peddlers and Wheel Talk, which are more subjects in the ceramics category and opinion based. So like you listen to them, do you get good info that like usable information for like what you do? Hi Raiders. I was trying to finish my thought. Welcome in, Zebra. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I'm Beb. And I'm working on a playing card today. How are you? How was your stream? What'd you get up to? We're talking movies and podcasts. I'm gonna hear the game sound and zzz from Beb. Okay, after 8 p.m. Ian, I was gonna skip that. But Actually, I was like, the plan was to start at 8 instead of end at 8. So I'm annoyed at you. Doing good. I painted a fish dressed like a wizard. I love that. I love that. Like, one of my favorite things in the world is drawing animals as fantasy characters. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with that idea. Do you want to share? Do you want to share anything? No pressure. Love to take a look. The other day I actually drew like kind of the opposite. A bunch of warriors that couldn't find their helmets, so they're using fish bowls. So many of animals like that on my Insta. If you want to drop your Insta, feel free. Get everybody to check it out. Do one of these. Ooh, thank you. Everybody do all the follows. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out. Still trying to figure out, like, streaming. Is this the latest post what you worked on today? Oh, dang. No, it's not letting me see it. It's not letting me see it. Off to see the wizard. Hope everyone has a good night. Take care, Sage. Thanks for hanging out. Get some good sleeps.
Can't like drag your.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Get this dang window capture. Okay, look at this fishy. See, is this what you were working on today? It says posted just now. I assume it's so cute. Yeah, I love it. Is this... I almost asked a real stupid question. Is my fish? I almost asked you if it's acrylic, but I assume reading your name. So cute. Look at it. Look at him. It's all acrylic. I'm catching on. Look at all these glow in the dark eyes. Is that the like cave from Aladdin? Does have an oil vibe, yeah. I'm like particularly bad at telling the difference between the two. I've used both of them tons and tons. This is so cute. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the raid, everybody. I'm gonna pin these. Right, check out the Insta, check out the streams, drop some follows. Thank you. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oop, drop my pin. No, I've been working on a deck of playing cards. Working on some bear themed cards. Trying to get through the berry suit today. We got the Jack. And then the King that we worked on today. And try to get some work done on the Queen now. I need to give her. I love them. They look great. Thank you. I'm really excited. Really excited about these. So that's the flowers. Oh, I messed up. I'm gonna have to redo a lot of this. But it'll be okay. To answer your question earlier, Beb, I do feel like my voice just left the room. Oh my gosh. To answer your question earlier, Beb, I do feel like I've gotten a lot of information from broadcasts. I'm gonna make it through this message. To answer your question earlier, Beb, I do feel like I've gotten a lot of information from the podcast. One thing they're very open about is finances, which the greater ceramics community is pretty financially open. I love that. Which does help a lot with learning about the financial aspects of running a small business. I love that. That's the kind of stuff that I feel is insanely important to share. It's I feel like a lot of times conversations around that are misleading, one way or the other. Lots of times people talk about their crafts as either more accessible financially than they really are. Or I see people talking about gotta have the best possible supplies for everything. Coming from the ceramics community, I was super shocked going to other maker communities and money being such a forbidden topic. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's just a strange, is there I don't understand if there's stigma around it for some reason. Because I've definitely seen what you're talking about, but it's always confused me. Probably comes from the age of don't share what you make with your coworkers. Yeah, I was thinking something about that, something along those lines. I'm just gonna run with this. Okay, I think. Actually, I'm gonna go back and edit my sketch layer a little bit. I don't like her having two of these little vines. Which one is this? This is the queen. The queen of berries. I'm annoyed. Ian, do you use reference layers often? Or do you know what reference layers are? I made a reference layer, but then I forgot to switch to my other layer to color it in earlier. I can't undo that. So line work and color are currently on the same layer. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that later. Do. Brush. Wrong brush there, babe. Ellie. Welcome in. Thank you for the samies. How are you doing? Okay, do I like this size brush here? Do I want it a little smaller for these details? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can go a little smaller. That's too small. We're gonna have to make it work. We're gonna have to work with the bigger brush. But it'll be okay. Oh my gosh. I have to turn on the symmetry. Whoops. Luna? Just two this time. I love how it's the loudest thing in the known universe. Is it actually loud for you? Bro, I can only afford to. Skill issue. It's louder, but not overly loud. Okay. Because I can actually like barely hear it. Please keep it exactly at the volume it is now. Okay. Do you see why I was confused? Alright, I feel my brain is like shutting down. I'm gonna finish a couple more things here. Look for a raid. I look for a raid. Oi, governor. It's raid, innit? Bear, I'm hungry. If you call me bear one more time, tried carb loading to get quick energy? I tried, and basically what happens is it doesn't work that way for me, and I immediately have to lay down for the rest of the day. I'm out of commission. Look for a right, mate. You know my boss. Have you tried fat loading to get slow energy? Yeah. I want to make a joke, but I don't want to. What about it? But I don't want to imply anything rude about body types. I'm your VIP. Wait, you're cooking? No, I cooked yesterday for the whole week. Ian cooks once a week. I thought you knew this, Lender. You're a fake fan. You're a fake Ian fan. It's okay, I've been called a fake Ian fan before. It doesn't mean anything. You didn't read the second part of that? Which part? Wait, you're cooking. Wow. Real Ian fans know Ian loves crafts. Real Ian fans know that that's a charade. He's trying to hide his true self from the FBI agent. Real Ian fans know I hate everything and only do things out of spite. Yeah. Water went down the wrong way. That's what I get for trying to hydrate. Everyone drink your water, but do it correctly. I don't know how loud that was. Coffee, no water. There's water in coffee. Everyone says it counts. Probably overhydrated at this point. Probably same, honestly. I get so much water. I just drank a full Sunny D. Ian, that's the grossest thing you've ever said. Lord. I would forgive the whole of the goldfish incident if you could take that back. Sunny D hits different when you're adult. Yeah, when you can recognize that it tastes like pool water. Nothing like the taste of sweetened chemicals. You taste like pool water. Sunny D isn't that bad. Listen, we've all learned to accept that you have questionable taste. It's okay. I just think it's gross. It's like a weird consistency. Oops. You're a weird consistency. Sunny D has a weird aftertaste to me. Yeah. And a weird, like, during taste. I like it. I won't take that from you. You're allowed to like it. I just question it. I won't judge you. Like, out loud. Anymore after, like, the judging I'm already doing. Why is there a light wine? For some reason, the drawing guide, like the symmetry tool, has that. I don't actually know. White wine. What's one thing only real Beb fans know? You tell me, Moonboy. Probably marks the true center. Yeah. You're probably right. It does seem like that should be what's going on there. Real Beb fans know he draws with one paw tied behind his back. Lunar, you're brilliant. It's a brilliant move to throw people off the trail of the truth like that. The real Beb fan is that person who came in here recently and asked me how I scratch the top of my head with my little arms. And the people who know that my arms are too short to even draw. So this is all a hired artist. Remember them? It caught me so off guard and it was so funny. Bears have really long tongues, exactly. Definitely did not just put my Apple Pencil in my mouth. Okay, I can get rid of this. I think this is as far as I'm gonna get today. I don't want to mess with these berries right now. Beb head scratcher item added to add when? Like me make head scratchers? Alrighty. Lottery scratcher. Alright, how's this gonna work? Who provides the winnings? You do, but it's all honey. Okay, so I gotta get bees. Channel redeem and a little robot falls from the top of the stream. Oh. And that's brilliant. Someone remind me of that next stream. The state does. You're so right. Leonard, get in touch with the state. Mods, remind Beb of that next stream. You're not our boss, Lunar. Beb, just a reminder, next stream, 1954-54 Naggin, channel redeem, and a little robot falls from the top of your stream and scratches your head. I wonder if after stream ends I can pin that. Alright, I want to, at some point, get better about like trying to raid like variety of people, but I'm gonna raid and run because I am so sleepy. My brain is spinning. So we're gonna go somewhere familiar. Not today, 100%. Do you like jalapenos? Depends. Depends on the situation. Pickled? No. Anything else? Yes. We're gonna go see Morgana. Hopefully I don't get myself banned again. I got sniped by Siri bot last time. She's working on a little like miniature cottage. It looks like it looks really cool. Pickled is good though, but regular is better. Pickled is like last option. If there's no other option. Leonard, do you like jarred garlic? Not the garlic. I agree. Sounds disgusting. Oh. Leonard, you don't know how much rage you just spared yourself next stream. Alright though. Let's go see Morgana. Show her some love. Check out what she's working on. We'll be back tomorrow at 4. I want to like try to work on an emote. I need to start doing emotes weekly and start trying to advertise that I sell them and stuff. I'll try to work on that tomorrow and maybe jump back on these if I finish. Everybody have a good night. Take care of yourself. Get some water. Chug some garlic. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.